do you say?
What do you say?
Well, one Smooth Hoosier asked about the '99 Woodstock doc, but I don't know. Not everybody's seen
I
that
haven't watched
yet.
it. I
Yeah,
don't
It's on my
seen it.
list still. And Gobinator says, "What's everyone's favorite episode out of the 300 so far, or a memorable episode that stuck with you guys? Wishing the best for the next million."
Man, I don't have
Oh
a clue.
man,
I would have to say that one of the most talked about ones is definitely the Parks episode.
yeah, the Spools
Spools?
Parks episode. Yeah, that's classic.
Parks and Recreation.
Milk and Ham Boy was classic.
That was a good
That was
time.
classic.
Milk and Ham Boy was definitely
Yeah, that was classic.
The MC
Yeah,
list.
when
The
we
MC
put
list
together
was a good
MC
one.
list.
Yeah.
those were fun.
Yeah, Milk and Ham Boy had the
That's a classic.
conservatives in an uproar at that time too. We had a
Yeah.
couple of moms pissed off.
Yeah, we made a lot of people mad with
We talked about
Milk and Ham Boy.
just sometimes the random conversations, like when we talked about, I was like, "Hey, is anybody else familiar with Lee's Chicken?" Because I thought maybe it was just something that was in St. Louis or maybe some other regional situation.
And I'm like, yeah, I grew up like 5 minutes from
And I
there.
didn't realize they had one in Anderson.
Apple butter biscuits.
Lee's Chicken is fire. You
we-
hear me?
Buttermilk biscuits.
When we talked about how you cannot be the king of R&B if you're not talking the hoe out of somebody's talking the hoe out of the women in the audience.
Yeah.
When Mike tried to come in here and talk about his favorite fireworks, and he would have like that terrible tank,
Oh yeah.
that dog that takes a
That poops.
yeah, or
The tank was fire. I don't care what none
The
of y'all
tank
say.
is not fire.
or when it was yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
or
Orange
That
was
was.
Orange was
Yeah.
Oh,
Orange was
when
fun.
when we talked about like Lord Jamar, like how he didn't like anybody talking about like white people themes or women rapping.
White people.
And then
things.
Spools was like, "Hey, wear shorts in the winter." Like,
I like mayonnaise.
I kiss my dog in the mouth. You know, like certain things. White
Hey,
people,
yo.
white people themes like that.
Yo, the Pete Rock episode was good too when we saw them trash producers the night before. Sorry, y'all.
Oh yeah.
That was rough.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Pete Rock was like, yeah,
Y'all
got some crazy talent here. I'm like,
You ain't even heard the talent
yeah, okay.
I literally said, "What are you talking about?"
happen.
Yeah, he went back and forth with Lone on Twitter, and the irony was there's a Pete Rock signed,
Yeah, it's
right here.
right there. So,
yeah. I'm a fan, but
Now he's into it with M80.
oh man,
He's into it with CL Smooth. He's into it. With,
he's into it with conspiracy theories
Yeah.
all over the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Funk Flex, yeah.
Oh, he was agreeing with. No, he wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
no, Funk Flex pretty much aired him out on the radio.
oh, when going back when our mini discussion about Eminem, when Terry did an imitation of my stepdad.
Oh, stepdad.
Lord Jamar actually liked that post when we put it up on. That's wild.
Stepdad. Yeah.
I hate my stepdad.
Hate my stepdad.
I just saw the original.
Yo, that was trash.
I just saw the original. Banners, canizens.
Napkin and napkin.
I just saw that.
Slapkin
video
and a
today.
papkin and a napkin.
Mashing the potatoes, steak and the tomatoes,
Oh my god, man.
maters and the faders, paters and the raiders, and I'm gonna go back to the faders. Oobity oobity oobity.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
That one
Trying to
was good.
calculate in my mind about 150 comments
I can't
probably
remember,
minimum
man.
on this one,
Yeah.
give or take.
Well, what's wild is like when you guys started the show. I think it was like the week after Trump got elected, and it was
Same week.
yeah, and so it's not like
It like derailed the entire.
it was like
show.
you know, it's supposed to be the hip hop podcast, but how do you act like that didn't happen?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I remember that.
oh, and when he did his first, or maybe it might have been a second State of the Union, and we started making fun of that dude's crutches.
Oh,
Oh, man.
the Civil
The
War.
Civil War, yeah.
crutches.
He had a musket.
Yeah, he had a musket.
Looked like
yeah.
he had crutches from the movie Glory.
Yeah. Absolutely. Or how when Mike could have swore that biscuits and gravy was a black thing.
First of all,
It's definitely not.
two things. Number one, biscuits gravy is definitely black folks.
Here we
No,
go
it's
again.
not.
How
Number
so?
two,
Again.
Still
It
ain't.
was definitely in
Anybody
Glory.
from down south? My family's from down south.
mine too.
When you went to
Everybody
eat
does
breakfast there, did they ever, like long time ago, do you remember them making biscuits and gravy? No.
Look, they serve that
I
at Bob
mind it.
Evans. How black could it be?
I'm
Exactly.
just saying.
It wasn't Robert Evans.
It was a big part in Glory.
And
Everything.
Who was
can't
making
go
the
back-
biscuits and gravy
who
in
made
Glory?
the movie Glory?
First of all, we
Here
not
we
about
go
to do
again.
this. We not-
White folks.
How many black people in Glory?
A hell of
All right,
Enough.
okay.
But who was making the
The
biscuits
white lady
and gravy?
was. The white lady was.
Okay, so that gives you your answer.
That's why.
No, it
that's
doesn't.
why Denzel got
She
so
lo-
much trouble. He was going
No.
over that white lady house.
How
to
do
get
you know the
biscuits
white
and
lady
gravy.
didn't learn how to cook the biscuits and gravy from a black lady?
Man,
Y'all don't know that.
Do you know who
No,
wrote
no.
Glory?
All right. Well, he knows how to get a lot of black people in a movie about war.
He wanted
He
to
was
add
white.
he wanted to add his grandma's recipe of biscuits and gravy
That's the only reason he
In there.
directed the movie.
for the biscuits and gravy.
Yeah. All right, man.
I think.
So
I feel like it's hard to pick like one moment specifically. At least for me, it's just been a constant.
yeah.
Yeah. Like
There are some that
I'll
stick out
remember
for
some moments after we get off, and I'll be like, "Oh, I remember that."
I'm glad Spool is
Now I
here,
don't
though, 'cause
remember.
The Parks was fire. That was fire. I'll never forget that. That was
That's
fire.
when like people started like messaging me like that I didn't even know watched the show. We're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's like, okay, yeah,
Parks and Recreation.
Parks and Recreation.
that was great.